news. 1 week it accuses him of being too aggressive and tough. Now the government says Tony Abbott is as timid as a mouse. It's taking the opposition leader to task for not talking to Indonesia's president about his policy to turn back asylum seeker boats. Opposition MPs say Mr Abbott was simply following protocol. But the Prime Minister is accusing him of cowardice. Political reporter Nick Dole has more.
Tony Abbott's promised stronger ties with Indonesia.
Thank you so much.
A no-surprises approach where plans are discussed before they're set in stone. But in talks with the President, he didn't bring up his signature border protection policy, and that's certainly surprised his opponents.
This is a very cowardly approach from Mr Abbott.
He's a lion in Canberra and a mouse in Indonesia.
People smuggling was discussed, but when it came to turning back the boats, there wasn't a mention.
That specific modality, that specific possibility, no.
He didn't because he didn't want it known that the President of Indonesia had said no.
Immigration spokesman Scott Morrison did raise the issue in a separate meeting with the Foreign Minister. The opposition says that's the normal process.
You discuss in broad the issues with the President, and then individual shadow ministers or ministers break off.
Something that Mr Abbott hasn't got the guts to raise. He asks a minister, a shadow minister, someone down the hierarchy to do for him.
The government's talk couldn't be tougher, but it's winning acclaim from human rights groups for toning down a policy that currently has more than 50 asylum seekers facing indefinite detention. An independent review's been set up so those classed as genuine refugees but who are deemed to be a security threat can challenge that assessment.
We are very pleased indeed by this announcement. It is exactly what we've been arguing for along with others.
This is a win for common sense, a win for common decency.
The decision gives refugees another chance to pass the security test, but the government insists the bar won't be lowered. Nick Dole, ABC News, Canberra.